A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. For eventers, that first step is dressage. I think for years many eventers considered dressage to be that thing you had to do before the fun stuff. Today, top international stars like Michael Young, Ingrid Klimke, and Bettina Hoy have pushed the dressage bar to a whole new level. And if you want an internationally competitive four-star horse, your dressage better be, well, exceptional. If there is one person I know who can help me reach that goal, it's Betsy Steiner. Betsy has developed for me a real love of dressage and an immense respect for the intricate details and nuances of it. Dressage is about softness, harmony, and a true partnership, but Betsy's training goes well beyond the horse. Betsy truly inspires and motivates me. Her love and passion for dressage is infectious and is only matched by her incredible talent and gift with horses. So if you are not familiar with Betsy, here's a glimpse.
I think that would be, I think that would be fun to do like a little dressage display on the cross country course.
You need
I
to
can stand there with
actually.
my pom poms. Yay!
No,
Go
passage!
dressage, girl!
There's that commercial.
When you see a beautiful dressage test, it's an emotional thing for a rider. Like if they come across a diagonal and do this fantastic extension, and it's like, man, they couldn't do any more. And then in the corner come and do passage. Like that, it goes from push to bringing it back. So it's all that, that's a lot of emotion. I mean, that's a lot of focus and enthusiasm and energy, and then capturing that energy.
In a soft way.
In a soft way, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Get all those together.
100 pounds of soft jello.
Soften that. It's understanding intellectually what to do with it. Not just for the rider, but for the horse. And it's not like you sit down with the book and say to the horse, let's look at page 29. But it's like,
Tally would read the book for you.
Tally would. We should give him one.
Yeah. I already gave him one. I was thinking you should put that on video and we should play it in their stalls all night.
Exactly.
Movie night, Tuesday night.
Movie night. They can all get together.
Yeah.
At Players. Okay, it's horse night. I mean, yeah, my philosophy is in kindness towards the horse, like in understanding him and seeing, really figuring out where the horse is and what he needs at that point in time for a long time. And I have happy horses. I mean, I really think the horses are happy. I think it's not just saying what they should do, it's finding that connection, like and truly finding a connection that runs a little bit deeper, and going into the horse and seeing, okay, what do you need? If I ask you a certain way, can you understand it? And you give them time to answer that question. If they don't understand it, then it's like, okay, you're not getting it this way. Let me explain it this way, and see if they get it like that. And you may have 4 or 5 different ways to explain the what you're wanting to come to the answer that you want. But what's going on with them? So you have like a big toolbox, and you can go into it to get the answers you want while keeping the horse happy and content. Yeah, because the training scale is, it starts with tempo and rhythm, then it's suppleness, and then it's contact. So those are the 3 things that, in my opinion, every horse should have. So if you've got the tempo, rhythm, suppleness, and contact, to get all those things, it doesn't just go straight up, it's pretty linear. So to get, you know this as well as I do, to get rhythm, if your horse isn't supple, he's not going to have rhythm. So if you just keep going in straight lines, thinking he's got no rhythm, well, you better do something to supple him, you know. And then once you start suppling him, then he starts to swing, because now you're using the oblique muscles. You start using the oblique muscles from his abdominals. He starts to lift up a little bit more. You push him this way, then you push him that way. Then the back starts to come up. Then he starts to swing. So, and then as he starts to swing and has a rhythm, the energy will automatically go forward, touch the bit, and then you have contact.
So the balance and the goal for Tally, like where do you see taking him
with Tally, I really would like to see him go for sure a good 4th level test, competitive in dressage show. I mean, and that's like my beginning goal.
And
You know,
you rode him once, and then you immediately put him in long line and said you need to start here. So, what was it that you felt he needed to go to long lining, and why long lining, and how does that help?
The long lining, I've really learned a lot about long lining, and I used to just get on and ride everybody and think that stuff's silly. What I've learned in the long lining is it cuts down the training time for the horse in for sure 3rd. So what I could teach him on his back and take 6 months, I can make that 4 months. And the reason for that is that the horse only has to think about himself. So very good. But the long lining, it's
like riding.
It's really like riding because there's no set rein. So, and the lunging, when you put the side reins, you set him in a position. With Tally, we had to do that a little bit because he was so all over the place. No offense. But he was like, he couldn't find his space there with his neck.
I don't think he has any idea how big he is.
No, and he's got all these long angles to work with, too. So like in sympathy towards him, it's kind of like, okay, let's get your body in a package, get it here, so that he can work, and he doesn't understand his space, so he's learning. With the gaits, we know they have to have a good trot or a good walk and a good canter, so that by nature they have to have that you can't really, you can improve upon them, but you can't really make them good. If a horse has an okay trot, you can manufacture a much better trot. So with Tally, he's got a good walk, he's got a good canter. So we have those 2 things going, so we know that we can play with the trot. I personally would like to have more swing in the trot, have the half halts a little bit better.
Oh, you don't want him blowing through those in the ring? Halt? You said halt where? At X? Whoops.
Yeah, so little things like that.
Oh, does Tally have a great 3rd level test in him?
Yeah. See, I think, what the thing with Tally is that Tally comes to work every day. He's like this for the few squirrel moments. He's gotten over those. I mean, he's much better with that.
Squirrel!
His intention is to come here and to work. He's got a good work ethic, and the rideability is incredible. I mean, you've done a super job with that, because you can really ride him, you can train him, you can explain to him, you can repeat with him, and he's like, that's cool, it's fine. So if you have all of those things, you can train him. You can really train him. So there's no reason why he shouldn't have a really good 3rd level test, and I would really like to see him do quite a bit more.
Me too.